Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Federico Talks Watches. Today, I kind of went overboard. I went and attended the IWJG show. That is a watch dealer only show. Happens every couple months in a different city. Well, it was in Miami, and I attended, and I told John, we're pretty well stocked, but let's go say hello to our friends, shake some hands, and if there's a good deal or two, we'll buy it. Well, I just came back and I bought 9 watches. Unexpected. And I figured today I'd show you what I bought and I'd let you know why I bought it. Now, nothing super expensive. We are extremely well stocked, but these are things I just couldn't say no to. But of course, before we get started, customary wristwatch check. Today I'm wearing the Omega Speedmaster Limited Edition Apollo 14, one of my absolute favorites. And guys, all these watches are going to be at delraywatch.com, link in the description below. But yeah, let me show you some of the affordable watches I picked up, or more affordable watches, and kind of talk you through them and what makes them special. So first is this 36 millimeter Omega Seamaster. Now, yes, it is small, even though it wears a little bit bigger, but what makes this special is the Jacques Mayol edition. I'll put pictures right up here that our photographer took. It's a green dial with dolphins on the dial, and with a side engraving, Jacques Mayol 1998. They only made 3,000 of these, and it's an Omega Seamaster with a green dolphin dial. Stuff like this can only be found really in Japan, and in fact, I bought it from a Japanese dealer. I thought it was too cool to pass up, and it's going to be priced somewhere in the mid-1000s. Hard to pass up. Now we have 2 watches we sell all the time, and we didn't have in stock, which is why I picked it up. First is an Omega Dynamic, and the second is an Omega Dynamic Chronograph. One of the most underappreciated Omegas. Tritium dial, tritium hands, funky font, 38 millimeters. Even the date wheel has an interesting font. Now, I think this chrono is a little bit more desirable. No date, but it does have a chronograph. Same movement as the Speedy Reduced, but it sells for significantly less. These are not very much talked about, but if you like vintage style Omegas with still a little bit more of a modern movement, the Dynamic is for you. Black dials, creamy markers, an interesting font, definitely a talking point. And once again, the date only is probably in the mid-thousands, and the chronograph is almost $2,000. These price points are pretty hard to beat. Now we go with a dress watch, one that I saw and I couldn't say no to. Girard Perregaux Richville. Everybody knows I'm a big GP van. This is a tonneau shape in a bead blasted finish with seconds, a guilloche dial, and a pointer date. So the date is not in a window, it's in a pointer style case, blue and gold hands. Guys, once again, most of these are well under $2,000. How could you say no to this? A Girard Perregaux brand with hundreds of years of history, watchmaking chops by making constant force escapements, tri-bridge tourbillons, and you get this beautiful little dress watch like this. I believe it's 36 millimeters with a guilloche dial and a pointer date and a navy blue strap for, $1,500-$1,600. It's hard to say no. I'm going to save the best for last, by the way. Now we have a vintage Longines, a Longines Admiral 5-star, probably from the 70s, judging by its case shape. Very nice example, 36 millimeters, date. The dial has not been refinished that I can tell, and just running very, very well. This one is going to be well under $1,000. Now we go back to Omega, and this is a Bond-era Seamaster chronograph. Once again, navy blue wave dial, tritium hour markers. This has the silver bezel with the blue inserts, value $77.50 chronometer based. This is going to be priced in the mid-2000s, and just a very iconic look. And the bracelet came with all the links, which was nice as well. Now we have a little bit of an oddball. A first-generation Grand Seiko. I believe this is an SBGR001 with the automatic movement. No spring drive here. No boxer papers. Picked it up from a Japanese dealer, and my watchmaker Hanzi took a look at it. Running very, very well. This is probably going to be one of the best priced Grand Seikos in the United States when it hits our site. I suggest you check it out. And now my favorite pickup, a vintage Omega Seamaster with its original beads of rice bracelet and a riveting adjustable bracelet decades before Rolex did it. You can even hear that action right there. Very, very cool. Not refinished, extremely clean dial. Interrupted by the UPS guys. If you guys want to buy watches from us, they got to ship out some way. But I was saying, very clean dial, not refinished. Bracelet is tight. A tiny bit on the short side, so you may need some extra links, or if you have a smaller wrist, it'll work well. Extremely crisp lugs, not over-polished, automatic movement. One of the most beautiful vintage Seamasters I've seen in a very long time, and it's going to hit the website very soon. Anyway, guys, just a little runaround of what I picked up at the show today. I picked up nowhere near as I usually do. I went with the goal to not buy more than 3 or 4, and I came back home with 9, so kind of failed on that. But when a deal is a deal, how can you say no? Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please leave a thumbs up if you did, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any more content. Guys, thank you so much, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.